Hey, curmudgeon here, still with the messy hair. Welcome to again Palm Sunday. It's a little after like 12:30, almost 1 o'clock. Had a little bit of a hiccup, but I think I got the hiccup fixed. But I'm going to show you a little bit of my frustration, and then we'll go forward from there. So I started a video, but then I had to stop it because I hooked up the fuel, put gas in the tank, put the gas sediment bowl on, turned it on, and gas started flowing out the side. Well, I forgot the screen was damaged, and I ordered a new screen, but it's not here yet. But when I took this all apart, and I took the screen up, I also took there was a rubber gasket on the inside lip that the gas bowl, the glass bowl, sealed up against. I forgot to put that back in, and I forgot I lost it. Well, so gas went everywhere. So let me tell you my little issue. I went to my local O'Reilly Automotive. And I like O'Reilly Automotive. I like how they sponsor Derek with Vice Grip Garage, and they do stuff with Matt's Off-Road Recovery, and some of the other, I think they do some stuff for Junkyard Digs. But my brush with O'Reilly is I was a police officer in Springfield for 12 years. And that's where O'Reilly's headquarters is. And they always did a lot of stuff for the community. And I actually worked with them when we were trying to address some cruising problems back in the late 90s on Kearney Street in Springfield. I've met John O'Reilly, the owner of O'Reilly. Nice gentleman. So I try to stay with O'Reilly, but I can't. Not in these areas, not in these stores that nearby. And the reason being is this. As I said, needed a gasket for that. So I said, hey, I went up to O'Reilly. And I said, I need some cork material to make a gasket. I looked online and I knew that they did not have a pre-made gasket for that. So I was just going to buy some cork or buy some rubber material, make your own gasket. And you could have sworn the guy was looking at me like I was speaking pig Latin or something. He was like, I don't think we have that. I said, cork material to make a gasket. Well, gasket sealant is on aisle 4. And I told him, I said, I don't want RTV. I don't want gasket sealant. I want to make my own gasket. I want to cut out a circle from some gasket material. Long story short, clueless. Had no idea what the heck I was talking about. They kept trying to sell me shellac, gasket shellac. I was like, that's it. I said, whatever. I said, never mind. So I called the local Napa store, and they said, yeah, what kind do you want? We got 3 types. And we got several different thicknesses of each type. So I went up there, more than I needed, but hey, look at that. A roll of gasket material. My goodness. I cut off a chunk. I cut out the hole, and I cut out inside, and guess what? No more leaky. Anyways. So, having said that, I've checked the oil. Let me double check it again. It is right between the danger and full mark. It's right in the safe operating range. I'll take that. I've got starter hooked up. I've got everything wired up. The only thing I don't have is the battery terminals hooked up. The The battery terminals are still clean. I've got the radiator is all attached. I'm still trying to figure out the grill. Apparently these pins on the top of the grill are supposed to fit in these holes underneath the hood, but it doesn't line up right. And there's supposed to be pins on these dog legs. Well, there's now bolts. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. We're going to have to fix that. I got green go-go juice in the radiator. I've put 2 gallons in there. It's going to have to burp and bleed and get rid of the air. I'm going to have to add some more, so I'm going to keep the top off. And for those that, here's the original, but guess what? The original does not fit on the new radiator. Sorry. You know, sometimes with progress, you gotta concede a little bit. Let's see what else. I've got the air intake. I got a new air intake door. And I gotta touch that up. I dropped it. To the carb. Fuel is running from the fuel tank. I don't know if it's filled the fuel bowl. I've wrapped on this a couple times. I could undo the fuel bowl bolt and see if anything comes out, but we're just going to send it and see what happens. Generator's hooked up. It's got about a 1/4 inch play on the belt. That's tight enough. I do not have the front bumper attached yet, but that's okay. Let's see what else. I got the new muffler and pipe is on, but I'm having an issue where that bracket attaches to the trumpet right here. That trumpet bolt spins. I can't get the nut off, so I'll have to work on that. I do need to paint that bracket. Forgot. But other than that, I think we are ready to see what will happen. Put the tires on. The tires are... I need to take the nuts and paint them. What I'll do is I'll probably take off like half of them, paint them, and then gingerly put them on so I don't mark them. What I really would love to do is powder coat those, but it is what it is. Alright, so moment of truth. I'm gonna attach the battery, see if we get any sparky or any smoky, and double checking, triple checking. This is a positive ground system. It's a 6-volt positive ground. So, confirming. The positive is the red wire that attaches to the frame. And normally you would attach cables positive, negative, because you always want positive first. But in this case, because it's positive ground, we're going to attach the negative cable first. And then, here we go. Well, nothing sparked, nothing caught fire, nothing exploded. This is good. Let me get a 1/2 inch wrench and tighten those up. I think it's 1/2 inch. Yes, 1/2 inch. This is always the part I hate, because it never fails. You slip with the freaking wrench and then you ground it out and then zappy zappy. Alright, sorry for looking at my backside. Alright, snugged up. So we are hot. Hot, hot, hot. Didn't have any cotter pins for the pins, so but that's okay for now. I gotta take that rod off. Remember, I flipped it. Gotta take the rod off. Alright. Got the wheel on, got the wheel relatively straight. Got it bolted down. Got everything else tightened up, got the wheels tightened up. Alright. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed, folks. This will be the first time I've tried to start this since I started the project and tore it apart a year ago. I rolled it in here and started taking it all apart. So, transmission is in neutral, clutch is engaged. What else? Key on. Ammeter came up. I'm going to give it about half throttle. Choke. I will pull out. Let's see what happens. Well, that's not good. It fired, but it's the fan blade is hitting something, and I got a leak. Where am I leaking from? I'm leaking coolant. Where's the coolant leaking from? Where is the coolant leaking from? And what the hell was that fucking rattle? Oops, sorry. Beep that out. But it started and it ran. Excellent. Good job. But why? What is leaking? Was it just coming out of the top? I got fluid all over my hood. I wonder if it was just... Well, maybe that was it. And I don't know what I'm going to do about this. Let's put this on. Come on. Heck, the new there we go. Alright. Maybe that's what the leak was, but what is that god awful sound? It's not the fan blade hitting. Or is it? I think the fan blade's hitting the side of the radiator. What is that? Oh, I see. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, damn Chinese! The stupid Chinese! Alright. So what it appears is hitting is, and what's causing the leak is yeah, that's what's doing. The fan blade is hitting the radiator. God darn it. Yeah, the fan blade's hitting the radiator. It's not hitting the coils, it's hitting the side of the radiator. Here, I'll show you. Come with me.